Welcome to Epic or Legendary Elite Tempest Spine. This is our first of our regular Sunday raid routine in the High Lords of Malkier on Sarlona. And I wanted to do this video because I've been asked, like, how do I play my druid in Legendary Elite, like Tempest Spine, for example. And so this one's a pretty good. Well, it's a raid. Plays more like a quest. It's a pretty good quest to show because I actually am able to use the various facets of my build. You know, I call it a caster, healer, quasi tank. And at one point in the raid, you know, I'll be doing a lot of like crowd controlling with like trash mobs, and then with the red names, I'll be tanking them, and at the end, I'll focus probably on healing. Shame. We have lots of silly little rituals in our guild raids, which, for purposes of the video, won't be doing.
Somebody got your stone, Jimmy?
I got it.
Got him.
But one of them is whoever dies first in Legendary Tempest Spine, we play the Walk of Shame from Game of Thrones. It's amusing. So here I like to actually just like run ahead and throw down a bunch of crowd control so that, you know, everything is just there, prone for the party to beat on as they move through it. Earthquake, blinding, ice storm works really well in here. Staying just ahead of the group so that as they're moving through it, as they get to each successive group, like it's all ready for them. Some lag. This is why we can't have nice things. Probably.
Apparently it's eating up my resources too then.
Bolo, you got the strength? Alright.
This is an int. But yeah, I got that too.
Don't fight trash on the way. Go straight to the render.
Fire down.
Just got to ice. Ice is down. Drag it all back to the chest, please. Drag all trash back to chests. If you can move.
Yeah, if I can move.
My guildie Ani here knew that I'd be doing a video, and I asked everybody, to bring a decent tune and be in a decent Destiny, and he insisted upon bringing his level 21.
So how's the video going so far, Ginger?
Lag-tacular.
Uber lag.
I'd raise you if I could, but too much lag to get a raise scroll off right now. That was ridiculous. Let's try to generally stay together, please.
Can I get a death ward, please, from somebody? Thank you.
Welcome. Anyone else need death ward?
I need one little mama, please.
Thank you.
Jimmy.
Where are you, Delilah?
I'm coming.
Somebody asked me recently if I could talk about my general or my regular attack routine, like my spell rotation. And I'm gonna try to do that. It's funny, it's so reflexive. It's just like ingrained muscle memory that when I think about it, it's almost harder. It's harder to do in a sense. So there it's just like the call lightning, creeping cold SLA, followed by the produce flame SLA, and then the word of balance SLA, and then if it's a bigger group I'll throw the sunburst. Anybody need freedom?
Yeah, I could use freedom on Bolo.
So these red names here in this room, I mean, they can hit pretty hard, and so if you can get a tank to tank them, that's actually really valuable. Help yourself to the shrine, it's free. Some of these guys will tear up, you know, some folks with lesser hit points. One of the things that's frustrating about tanking mobs is when people are using diversion items, which are, you know, it just seems like everybody uses them now, and it's just impossible to maintain aggro when a bunch of people are using those. And it, you know, it works to a group's disadvantage when you do have a tank. I mean, even with high, you know, threat gen, which I have, and high intimidate, which I have, the diversion just makes the aggro random, which again can be really frustrating.
Oh,
Yeah, this video may not make the cut with this kind of lag. This is terrible. Perhaps another time when Night Rebels isn't going on, we'll see. Any more red names? Just a couple trash mobs. You can be up to 4 red names here, so that was a pretty light experience. But that room, if you get all 4 of the red names there, that can be pretty serious, especially if they all get aggroed, which my guilty Ani is infamous within our guild runs for aggroing the entire room and making a point to get all the red names and bringing them over to the door. Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Yep.
Yep. Now, if you get lost in Tempest Spine, and it's common to get lost here in the water, just remember, go right. Always stay to the right. So we just got in the water, and this whole path is just a T. So first I'm going to go to the right, And it's the only, this, and then the only way you can go from here is, other than the back way you came, is to the extra chest. Oop, I gotta stay away from him because all my acid procs. And then when you go back in the water, again, just stay to the right. There's only one way you can go so far. Now here you get to the junction, you stay to the right. That's the way we came from. Remember, it's just basically a T-shaped area. You jump in, stay to the right, get to the extra chest. When you jump back in after the extra chest, you're going to stay to the right, and that'll take you to where you want to be. This room can also be pretty intense, so if you have some nice crowd control here, it can be really valuable. And Beholder, put on your spell absorption item so he doesn't debuff you. Not a whole lot I can do against the Beholder. Except try to spam my spells and hope they go off in between the anti-magic. Oh, I lost my buffs. He must have debuffed me before I got my spell absorption item on. Actually, I should just go ahead and rest here anyways. Anybody need freedom or anything?
Everything's dead, man.
I got you, Bolo. Would have been more optimum to, cast the buffs and then rest, but I don't usually have a problem with mana. So not a big deal in this raid. laying down Earthquake first, and then Ice Storm, and then a couple of Sunbursts. Ice Storm is great because with the Mantle of Icy Soul, it will effectively reduce their saves by 4. Their reflex saves and fortitude saves, and Earthquake is a reflex save. Oh, this is the strength lever. I think earlier I mentioned that the rune I said strength, but the rune was intelligence. As Bolo corrected me. And this is Earthquake DC is at a 76 right now. And that's an all-on. There are no temporary buffs that are affecting that. Can't usually drop these guys though. The rest monsters seem to have higher saves. Guessing they have a bonus because they are a 4-legged creature, as they would in pen and paper. Immune to poison in elemental form, so it can just run right up here, staying to the right. Make sure you're in the poison stream and not the acid stream, because you're not immune to acid. Or you could just wait till your trapper gets it. But it's fun as a druid running into a stream of poison. So here I like to throw down a bunch of crowd control, which is probably going to be really, really laggy. Incoming Mona. Don't run ahead here, guys. Let's make sure everybody's past the gate. Anybody want freedom? You have to sing it if you want it, like George Michael. So I like to do Earthquake, Ice Storm, Sleet Storm. And that this will pretty much neutralize everything right here. Toss a Mastery Gen in the group. Just in case they get hit. And see, they've already got this stuff cleared up. And now they can get the second group. Piece of cake, no deaths. Like that, this part here, if you're not organized, can be a really deadly little gauntlet.
Ironically enough, that wasn't so bad.
But, you know, with just a simple plan, like having some crowd control, that can make all the difference there. I'm sure if you do this raid, if you've done it in Pugs, I'm sure you've seen that part just be a complete cluster. Again, with the Earthquake and the Ice Storm and the Sunburst and the Glaven. If you're using diversion item, if it's possible to disable it just for the Marut fight, just for the video, that'd be pretty cool. But if you can't disable your diversion because it's on your weapon or something, that's fine. So this is another part, like if you can tank the inevitable, that's really valuable. He can one-shot people with lesser PRR and lesser hit points. Your heal over time spells will easily keep you up here. Regenerate, and then the very low cost renewal. And with all that extra threat gen that I get from Sentinel, it easily allows me to maintain aggro as long as people aren't using diversion items. As I lose aggro. Oozes are really good at stealing aggro. But I can always intim him back. And you can dump your blue bar here because you got a shrine immediately after the inevitable. Or actually, I guess it's not immediately after, but it's not long after. That's just a resurrection shrine in there. And now we're just going to go to the end fight, and I'm going to focus on healing. I'm the only healer in the group, and that can make a difference in the end fight. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you just, you're going to get one shot or, or not. But, some people can survive a hit, and if you can toss them a heal right away, that can make a difference in keeping that person up and keeping your group, in a position to be more effective. These archers here hurt really bad. You definitely don't want to hang out there. Just run right through that. Alright, let's do it. I cannot survive against Sorjek. He destroys me. I wish that I could build this tune to survive him, but I'm not there yet. So Bolo, he just took a hit. If I was faster, I could have kept him up, but right now I'm focusing on the puzzle. Red just survived a hit. Puzzle's done, runes are done. I like to hang out here under this ledge, as I talked about when I did the solo video. It's kind of irritating when you get a bunch of people up here because it blocks the view, but that way if I get tossed up, then you know, hopefully I just hit the ceiling and bounce off. See if I can get a better angle. Usually like right here is usually pretty good. Right around this pillar. Bolo, quit hiding, you gimp.
Yeah, I'm smacking him.
No, I wasn't quick enough. I was literally throwing a heal, the video will show.
I thought this was making the cut.
I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I'll watch it and decide. It was a little laggy. The ooze is tanking, nice. And the ooze is dead.
If you
See, that time I just bounced right off. Worked well. It's good, definitely a good place for a healer to stand. Great job, guys. lag made me get sucked back in. Mythic 2 Dawson. That's not bad. Well, I wanted this to be a large shield so bad when it first came out, but now it doesn't really matter. Wow, just 2 items. Well, that's it and that's all. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. And if you are on Sarlona, you are welcome to send me a tell.